that you've been enjoying or you recently enjoyed from the state government during the course of the conversation. However, our listener, remember this is your program. By that I mean it is interactive in nature. Therefore, as we progress on the show, we will be opening the phone lines where you can share your questions or comments X. On Facebook, you have to Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM handle on Facebook, Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM, and also Nigeria Police, and also on Facebook, you can get live. You can drop your comments on the social media handle, and we will definitely triggered by a distress call about 3 missing girls from a Boeing state. Can you take us through that operation? What has the preliminary investigation revealed about the scope of this syndicate, and what is the current status of the rescued girls?
Okay. If you recall, when I was making my opening remark, I mentioned about the stage of conspiracy of silence. This is to further re-echo and re-emphasize the fact that we no longer experience that here in Anambra. People now give us information, and these informations are very, very accurate. Don't take any of the information that is given to us for granted. We always act and make sure that we find, or rather, use that opportunity to make sure that we get to the root of every information that is given to us. It was in that regard that our control room number got a call from unsuspecting members of the public, and the woman complained that she has been looking for 3 of her girl child in a Boeing state, and someone alerted her that they were seen somewhere in Aguleri, that she wants to extend, give us the person's number, because he pleaded with the person to follow those girls to where the particular building they will enter. So it was in that regard that our control room number got the number of the person that called the woman, and we were able to reach out to the particular person, and we discovered where those girls entered. And we continue monitoring those buildings, how little girls come and go out. So it was in that regard that the CP gave the directive immediately that we have established that something fishy is happening there, and our operatives should just sweep in and find out what is happening there. Behold, when we got there, what we saw was wow, because the amount of girls that were there were underage girls within the age bracket of 15 and 13. And most of them were taken away under the guise of that they will give them job opportunities, and some of them were also taken away knowing the fact of what they are brought there for, which is prostitution. And some of them are also, they promise some of them that they will take them outside the country so that they can assist their parents or reach out to their parents in making sure that they are the breadwinners of their family. So, but in the case of these 3 girls, taken away forcefully from their mother, under the guise that they are giving them job. Immediately that was done, nobody heard from them again, especially the particular number that collected. So, and ever since then, in terms of missions that we have gotten from those girls, because prostitution is related to other crimes, because most of these themselves is on all these brothels and prostitution houses they go to enjoy themselves. So with the girls we have now, we are also working with Anambra State Commissioner of Women Affairs, that's social welfare, to make sure that we rehabilitate the girls and also ask those girls where they are, where they came from, so we can be able to reach out to their parents. And people have been to identify and also take their kids. The good thing there is that we're able to get some serious information that the command is currently working on to make sure that we arrest some of these persons that are not only into child trafficking, but also into serious crime, because some of these girls are friends to these bad elements in the society. And they have given us enough information that we are currently working on. So the year started very good for us, and we wish to use this opportunity to also reach out to the members of the public. They should not get tired in assessing us and giving us information. We will always act, and we will assure them that we will get them know the feedback of every information that is given to us.
All right, thank you very much for that. Same on January 7th, your command announced the arrest of a 26-year-old man, Anipe Valentine Chibike, for the alleged murder of his girlfriend in Ekulobia. The suspect reportedly confessed and even tried to stage a fake kidnapping to mislead investigators. What does this case reveal about the challenges of domestic and gender-based violence, and how is the command working to address this, considering the fact that a video went viral concerning this particular case? Talk us through what actually happened and how did you end up getting this suspect?
Okay, for us, this tragic incident further renewed the conversation around domestic violence and relationship-related crimes, because if you watch the pattern of this crime, you will see that it's a little bit dicey to crack. This guy in question, the suspect in question, is in the late 20s, and the girl in question is in her late 30s. And she's also a single mother. From the information I also got, she's a divorcee. She just left her husband, and out of being vulnerable, she fell into this guy's hand. And the information I also got from the guy, the suspect, he mentioned that they have been in a relationship for like 3 or 4 months. As a result of that, the guy provided a lot of help, assistance to the lady, considering that the lady doesn't have anything she's doing, and the guy is just more like a bricklayer. So the guy now found out that the girl was cheating on her, on him, in quotes. But he was not able to confront the girl in question on the evidence or whatever he has found out. He took it upon himself. As they were sleeping together on the bed, he went to the kitchen, brought out his knife, and stabbed the girl to death. This, knowing the fact that of course, people saw the girl when they are together that day, and they also saw that the girl was in his house. He now tactically dropped a note to divert the attention of the police investigators that is as a of people he borrowed money from to give the girl to start up a business. And when he couldn't pay back, those people now started looking for him. So, and as a result of that particular day, that incident, he killed the girl. He was also kidnapped. But the circumstances surrounding his release is what the police could not, their operatives could not
figure out.
So he was invited, and he came. And after we did our necessary check, we allowed him and we monitored him for some time and discovered that he's actually the suspect we are looking for. It was in that regard that we arrested him, and when we confronted him with the facts we have, he now confessed to the crime, that he did it because he felt that the girl was cheating on him. So just like I said, it's more like using this opportunity to ask people in the relationship, especially our young teen youths, to try to resolve their issues. And when there is signs of domestic violence, it should be a red flag. Any of them, either the guy or the girl, and also make sure that there is a third party involved, so that it will not degenerate to what just happened between this girl and the guy, the 26 years old boy. I know that any moment from now they will be charged to court.
Okay.
And some of them will well, hopefully the court will take its decision. Let me not preempt the court. So that is it for that incident that happened.
All right, in case you're just joining us, this is The Horizon, coming to you from the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM Abuja. And we have the Police Public Relations Officer of the Anambra State Police Command, SP Tochukwu Kenga, who is answering questions from us on activities of the Nigeria Police Force in Anambra State. Don't forget that the program is also streaming live on Facebook on the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM and also on the Nigeria Police Force official Facebook handle. We're also streaming live on YouTube and X, NG Police. You can drop your comments, questions on the social media handle. We will take them up from there. Meanwhile, if we go a bit further, we will also open the phone lines where we can take calls right here in the studio. Wherever you're listening to us from, or perhaps watching us from, you can be part of the conversation. All right, let's look at this issue, talking about this second leg of the act that was done by this suspect who tried to deflect everything and deceive the police about fake kidnapping here. This isn't the first fake kidnapping your command has dealt with. Last year, you arrested individuals for staging their own abduction to extort ransom from family members. Why do you think this trend is occurring, and what is your message to the public to help police distinguish between real and staged incidents?
Okay, for me, this is more like an eye-opener for members of the public, and to let you know the level of decay that we are currently in our society. Having said that, if you observe the age bracket of persons that are found within this crime, you see that the thing goes back to the parents and the guardians of the kind of parents we have and the guardians we have these days. They should create a very deliberate relationship with their children and to make sure that they monitor them. There are some behaviors and attitude and characters a child will exhibit. It will be a red flag for the mother or the father, so that he can be able to correct the child. Just like maybe if you if you get home, you see your little child holding iPhone 17 Pro Max, when you know that child is not even doing anything and is just a student, it should be a red flag for you. Or maybe if the child in question start keeping late or start behaving in a way that you know that this is not the way this child is behaving. It's only when that parents or the guardian create a deliberate relationship, try to have conversation with these children, because I must tell you that the pressure the youths face these days is more because of the social media age we are. Some of them see most of these things on social media, and they feel that that's the way it is. But most of the things we see on social media are not the way it's being presented. They will always want to show you that good part without showing you the part that is even more painful. So it is more like the get rich quick syndrome that we are currently facing. That is the genesis of all these issues that we are facing. For the self-kidnap, you see that at times it will be a girl trying to extort to feed the boyfriend, or it will be the boy trying to extort to feed the girlfriend. It's something that there must be a spark for them to do that. So if we're able to address this issue, you see that I don't think self-kidnapping will be coming up in our society. And this is more like the records of generally the kidnapping incident that is being pushed out as a narrative that is very high in our society, not only in Anambra, but in Nigeria in general. You see that most of these kidnaps are not real. They are all, some of them are self-kidnap. At times when we go into those, go into the investigation of the reported kidnap case, you see that it might be somebody somewhere is just trying to use that platform of kidnapping to make money for him or herself. So it's generally something that we have to see go back to the little units of the family so that they can be able to correct their children. And I believe that these issues will not be coming up.
I mean, to further corroborate what you just said about the part that you investigate and discovered that some of them are even stage managed, just like what we had a couple of days ago in Edo, after the Ekpoma protest that turned to riot, there was also another report of a kidnapping incident. And when arrest was made, the investigation was carried out, it later turned out to be a staged one, for that matter. The young lady, less than 20, trying to get 10 million naira from her family members. And I was like, where are we headed? But again, let's take a look at what you highlighted earlier this when we started this conversation about the effort made by the state government. And side by side, I will also be looking at some of your press releases here so that I'll be able to ask you questions directly related to that. Just last week, on the 8th of January to be precise, Governor Soludo handed over 30 Toyota Hilux patrol vehicles to your command, which you also told us. In the same ceremony, the Commissioner of Police also presented 28 newly commissioned assistant superintendents of police who are indigenous of Anambra. First, can you tell us how these vehicles will be specifically deployed? Will they go to divisional commands, that's divisional headquarters, be assigned to new tactical teams, or be used for a particular operation? Then secondly, with these new tools and personnel, what specific measurable improvement in policing, like a target for reduced response time or increased patrol coverage, is the command aiming to achieve for the people of Anambra?
Okay, let me say this, that for us here in Anambra, we don't work with numbers. We work with strategic postings.
Okay.
And why I said we don't work with numbers, I'll give you an example that like where our force headquarters is located, we have some other security agencies that are also located here. Like the DSS office is just just a few minutes, or rather 3 seconds from here. We also have the correctional service not far from here. You see that the level of concentration of safety and security is more here.
Yes.
That is why I say that here in Anambra, we don't work with numbers. We work with deployment. Having said that, if you want to emphasize or come up with the fact that it's just 30 vehicles, that Hilux vehicles that we are giving to us, you understand that we already have vehicles that we are currently working with, and even if they give us 100 or 300, if we are not able to strategically deploy them at strategic places where they are being needed, you will see that we'll end up going back to zero or rather, our effort will not be felt. Having said that, those 30 vehicles from the operational order I've seen from the command, they will be strategically deployed. And I believe that if you follow our Monday press statement, you will see that most of those vehicles we are used as they patrolled around strategic places in the command, or rather in the state. This is just to use presence to deter crime, and this is what we have been doing. Adding to the fact that we now have a part on our back in terms of more operational vehicles. For the personnel that came to join us, or rather we are newly deployed here. If you have also been following the trend of what is happening in Southeast, not only Anambra, you understand that the passion, the enthusiasm of the youths of not only in Southeast, not only in Anambra, but Southeast in general, to join the Nigerian police force is very low.
Yes.
And for the first time in a very long time, with the number of persons that we presented to His Excellency Governor Chukwuma Soludo, he was very much impressed that in the Anambra and people from Southeast are now joining the police because why is it like that? Is because of the geographical nature of the belief here, not only in Anambra but Southeast in general. People here are business minded. People here are business oriented. Their parents, even my father, tried to bring up us up to a particular trade and to a particular skill. You understand? So it is in that regard that people don't really take passion for work, maybe even the Nigerian police. So, but right now, the youths are now seeing the importance of trying to serve them through not only the Nigerian police, but Nigerian Army and some other security agencies that are doing their recruitment. So people are now willing to join us to make sure that they help keep their society and their community safe. So, and also there is also a trending video of the Commissioner of
Education.
Education.
Yes.
She's a spy police wearing a spy police uniform. One of the executive meetings to greet the governor. So the video trended, and this is more like showing to Rieko that Anambra are now willing
to join the force.
The Nigerian police to join the force. You understand?
Yes.
So a lot has been. We have also done our own part to make sure that we encourage them to join, and this has brought about the progress we are currently enjoying, because not only that they are willing to join, but they are willing to also develop that passion of doing the work and making sure that they get it done.
All right, thank you very much. At this moment, we will be going on a short break. When we come back, the program continues. Meanwhile, I will call out the phone number which you can call the studio to ask my guest any question, or perhaps you have a comment you want to drop. Yes, you can, but that will be after the break. But I'm going to call the number right away. 080-699-75761. I'm going to take that again. 080-699-75761. That is the number you can use to call me in the studio, and also drop your WhatsApp message. I will take your message when you send it. But let's go on this break. Do not go anywhere.
The Nigerian police force, they work hard to protect we life and property, but to get true safety, we must collaborate.
When we talk, we fit act fast. E good make we join hands together.
report kurukere movement, share useful information, dey on alert, and make we no fear at all. Together, we fit stop crime and make our communities safe. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, don dey call for we people to join hands with the Nigerian police force to take fight criminalities. Crime dey grow where people no dey gree talk. Make we no keep quiet again o. My name na CSP Benjamin Mbe, First Public Relations Officer. Together, we will secure Nigeria. If you see something, talk am.
You asked for it, and now you have it.
A platform to share your security concerns and challenges. A medium to air your thoughts on communal issues and environmental problems.
A radio station which offers you up-to-date information about happenings around you, built upon the foundation of trust, integrity, selflessness, and service to the nation and humanity.
Anywhere you are, we will always be at your service. Nigeria Police Radio, 99.1 FM, Abuja. Always your friend.
All right, thank you for staying with us on the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM Abuja. In case you're just tuning in, the program is Horizon, where we have linked up with the Police Public Relations Officer for Anambra State Police Command, SP Tochukwu Ikenga, giving us updates about activities of the Nigeria Police Force and general security in Anambra State. Before we went on that break, I called out the phone number where you can call in and react and ask question or drop your comments for my guest. I will once again call the number 08069975761. You can also drop me SMS or WhatsApp message through that same number. Thank you very much for staying with us, SP Tochukwu Ikenga.
Thank you very much.
All right, before we go to my next question, let's hear from our callers first. Hello. Good evening. Thank you for calling.
What are you talking about, Jerry?
Hello.
What are you talking about?
Are you not following the conversation? Do well to call if you are following the conversation and you understand what we're talking about, because you might not actually have time to start doing a recap. You might not be able to contribute if you don't know what we are talking about. 08069975761. By the way, let me just ask this question before it escapes my mind. Espitochukwu.
Yes, I'm with you.
After posting the flyer for this particular program that you will be on the show today, someone reached out based on what he said that he was on transit from Southeast to Abuja, so he might not be able to call. But if we ask this question, perhaps if he come to watch the recap of the show, he will get his response there. He said he observed today while coming that police officers at Anambra, he was specific, Unizik, near Unizik, that they were on face mask and they were police officers. Is that allowed in Anambra, or what is the true picture of this?
I don't have such information before me, but the truth of the matter is that police face mask is not part of police uniform.
Absolutely.
There is a directive from the Inspector General of Police that all policemen, especially the ones on checkpoint, should dress properly. And here in Anambra, we are seriously enforcing it. We have an assistant commissioner of police who is manning a escort unit that is always on patrol.
Okay.
In fact, the CP also complimented the vehicles that he has been using to do that patrol and gave him extra one with following the gifts, the donation we got from the state government. And we also have CP monitoring units who are also making sure that our personnel are monitored and making sure that they work according to the direct that is being given to them. So I'm not sure they are police officers, but since the person have escalated it, I will also, as we are talking now, I will send message to the OCX squad to alert him on that particular comment so that they can be able to address it.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. I have a call here. Hello. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for calling. What's your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, my name is Victor. I'm calling you from Abuja.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay, first of all, I want to appreciate the public selection officer for Anambra State, SP Ikenga. I want to commend him because
thank you, Victor.
I think before now, Anambra State has been a state whereby you don't really get the information of police activity. But I really want to commend the Nigerian Police Radio for this initiative because this is the first time I'm hearing updates from Anambra Police Command. And I must really commend SP Kenga for what he's doing. My question now is, this Anambra vigilante and they're causing menace in Anambra State. What are the steps taken by the police to mitigate this situation? Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Victor, for that. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you for calling.
My name is Emmanuel from Garaki.
All right. Go ahead with your question or comments.
Please, what are you discussing?
We are having a conversation with the Police Public Relations Officer for Anambra Police Command.
Continue.
All right, SP Ikenga, I think you should respond to Mr. Victor.
Yes, Victor. Victor, for that, this is actually shows that someone is somewhere monitoring what is happening in Anambra. Victor, the issue of Anambra State vigilante has been overflowed, and I believe that I must use this opportunity to let you know that a lot of things has been done. One, we have observed the incivility part of them, and following that, the approval from the Inspector General of Police so that we can engage them in training and retraining how to behave and how to act as performing their duties as unlike what we have before, they are not allowed to keep suspects for more than 24 hours. It's better that we had trainings with them, and we also expose the little police things that is expected of them to do. And when that team or that train doctor, some of them were like, they didn't know that what they were doing before was wrong, and that brought about the reduction of incivility to members of the public early on their own part. Having said that, we have also observed, just like I didn't want to say that it is Anambra vigilante that might be wearing the face mask you just mentioned.
Okay.
But we have also observed that some of them are wearing these face masks while doing their work. But we also have to let them know that if you are assisting us, because they raise concerns about if they are assisting us and they wouldn't want their faces to be
known.
seen,
They need to conceal their identity for their own safety.
Yeah, so we understand that part. But we further went into orientation and trying to talk to the Anambra that security is actually everyone's business. So if you see your brother doing it, most of them are not even being paid. They are just volunteer. They just volunteer to do this work to assist us. So we went on your orientation trying to talk to residents and the Anambra that these vigilante members are actually sacrificing because of not only the Nigerian police, but for all of us. So the part of them wearing that face mask now reduced. They now saw that at least people are now appreciating what they are doing. So the fact that some of them want to conceal their identity to do the work now reduced. So I don't think there are some issues of the vigilantes that we are not able to address. The most trending one was the issue of the core member was that I must tell you that they also, in the state of transparency, brought out those officers, their operatives that committed that act, and we were able to prosecute them, and they are currently in one of the correctional services here in Anambra. That is, if they have not finished their terms. But this is just to tell you that on the part of the vigilantes, initially when they started, they were not so good. But from what we are getting now, they are actually not there, but they are not where they used to be.
Okay, there is
Even
improvement.
the Nigerian police, there is improvement. Even the Nigerian police itself, we are all not collection of angels. We have had cases of where persons, some of our officers that have acted unprofessionally, and with the current leadership of the force we have now, that's the Nigerian police force, the IG always name and shame officers that are found wanting, especially when discharging their duty.
All right, now I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to still tie it back to your response concerning those vigilantes who try to conceal their identity. Because the success in Aguleri started with a tip from the public, just like you said earlier, where they reached out to the command control room. Yet, in the comment section of your social media, some citizens express reluctance to report crimes. And now you can see some of the vigilantes are also trying to conceal their identity for them not to be known. So what specific measures has the command put in place to protect informants and makes people willingly walk into the police station with information, or perhaps use the social media handle to pass information to you?
Okay, let me say this, that information is a double-edged sword. And wherever you hold it, is very sharp. Some of these persons that give us information, from the level of trainings and the current leadership of Anambra State Police Command, what we have exhibited of late, we have found out that concealing the identities of these are our informants or people that share information to us. Sometimes and many a times, our officers are not culpable. It is those persons that share those informations that still go back to the society or go back to that place that they have leaked out information to the police, trying to make some unnecessary plans that something will happen very soon. Okay. We have intercepted an informant that gave us information of a particular incident, and we were able to nip that particular incident to the bud. But the truth of the matter is that after that information, the guy went back to the same place and started making boastful statements that soon police will something will happen. Let me just use that because that is his exact words. So it was in that regard that the current leadership of Anambra State Police Command, headed by CP Koyotugu, now said no. The public relations department have to go into sensitization to talk to people that are actually reaching out to us for information. I must tell you that most of the successes we have recorded is not as a result of we trying to be incredible. It is still from Anambra that reach out to us. At times they call me, at times they call the commissioner, at times they call the control room number that something is trying to happen and we nip it to the board. And some of the advisories we also give, like during the festive period, we observed that there was a high level of town union elections that is going to happen. It was from the members of the public that also gave us the information that this is the part of the root cause of issues that is happening in the state. If we can be able to address this, because during that town union elections, people try to manipulate, people try to even make the elections not to hold. People, it is from who got that information. That is when this CP now directed that you issue more like an advisory that persons that want to use that platform to cause mayhem should desist from it, and everything worked perfectly. So crimes doesn't just happen. We don't wait for crimes to just happen immediately before we do something.
Right.
For us, our strategy is preventive policing, except it is destined to happen.
All right. So now, in your bid to carry out the proactive policing, from the frontline perspective, what is the most significant operational challenge that you're facing currently in Anambra? Perhaps logistical, technological, or societal that the Anambra Command faces in its daily duties?
There is no challenge. Issues come up and crime come in different dimensions. But I must tell you that for us here, we are firm and we are more encouraged with what we are doing. We understand the state and we are treating issues as they come up. There is no challenge that we have not been able to surmount as police, as in collaboration with other sister agencies and even with the state government. Once issues come up, we have to analyze it and tell ourselves the truth, so we'll find a way to address it.
All right, thank you very much. Abuja, in case you're just tuning in, you are getting almost the last bit of the program, The Horizon, on the Nigeria Police Radio 99.1 FM Abuja. We have the spokesperson of the Anambra Police Command in person of SP Tochukwu Ikenga. He has answered a lot of questions from us, telling us the activities of the Nigeria Police Force in Anambra State. So finally, SP Kenga, as we conclude, what is your direct appeal and message to the people of Anambra State regarding their partnership with the police to build a safer Anambra?
Okay, just like I earlier said, information is power. And we want to use this opportunity to let Indian Anambra know that Nigerian police is not your enemy. We are all in the same cause to make our society safe. So if you have anything that you feel that police can assist, let us know. We are ready to make sure that we assist and address these issues as they come up. There is a general saying that when you see something, you say something. But the third aspect of it is that Anambra State Police Command must and definitely do something to make sure we address it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much to you, SP Tochukwu Ikenga, for your detailed explanations and your time on Horizon today. We appreciate your input.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.
All right, so our listeners, thank you for joining. Remember, security is a shared responsibility. That has been Horizon, a program which bridges the gap between you and the police by linking up with police commands across the nation. Airing every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 5 p.m. This is where you hear firsthand from the officers tasked with your security. Special appreciation goes to the first public relations officer, CSP Benjamin Hundeyin, and to my producer, Omoza Balogun. Do join us again on Friday, 5 p.m. Until then, stay safe and alert. Enjoy the rest of your week. My name is Ali Udoma, and always listen to the Nigeria Police Radio, because we are that one station that is always your friend.
day, the Nigerian police force they work hard with life and property, but to get true safety, we must collaborate. When we talk, we fit act fast. E good make we join hands together, report kurukere movement, share useful information, dey on alert, and make we no fear at all. Together, we fit stop crime and make our communities safe. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, he don dey call for we people to join hands with the Nigerian police.
Yes, sir. Well done. All right. Have a lovely evening, sir. All right. Oops.